Sakamoto. I'm from Japan and I'm 21 years old. And I have been here for 8 months and I'm studying primary study and education.
Hello! My name is Mo. I'm from Luxembourg, studying in England. I'm 21 and I'm doing film studies here. And I've been here already for 8 months.
My name is Ricardo Vasillos. I'm from Mexico. I'm 24 and I've been studying at ASU for 3 years.
Sometimes people change their major, but in Japan it's very hard to change your major. And when you enter the university, before you enter the university, you have to decide. So in my case, like I wanted to be a teacher before I entered the university, but now I want to be a teacher in kindergarten. So I want to take a license or kindergarten, but it's kind of hard to change the major. So I have to spend 1 more year in the university, maybe. So.
Oh well, about the readings, I have the feeling that at ASU you get to read articles about something someone said, and at my place, like if you want to study gender in film, you get to read Freud, or you get to read some philosopher or whatever. And here, it's not. They don't read the primary sources, and yeah, that's one thing I disliked.
Well, I think that education here is more distributed by districts, and it's not as centralized as it would be in Mexico. In Mexico, it's one department takes care of everything, and we all have the same textbooks. So it's by law that we have to follow the same curriculum, and that's not the case here. I think here is more, I guess, would be more personalized, and that's the reason we have differences between or among the districts. And that's pretty much it. That's the main difference.
I think it's like a cultural differences, but like if I don't say anything, the teacher and any other student don't care about me. Like, so I have to say my opinion. But like in Japan, in Japanese education system, we have to be quiet in the class. So we don't say anything. We don't say my opinion to the teachers. So I'm not used to say my opinion in the classroom and discussion. So I feel very nervous when I speak my opinion and I tell my opinion. So it's very difficult for me.
I wouldn't say there was any big difficulty, except for the things that they have at ASU and we don't have in England. For example, online courses. I had to get used to that, especially because I don't have a computer here. So that was a bit of a mess. And also, you have weekly assignments. Like for each course, I have to submit two answers every week. We don't have that in England. I mean, in England, you can just work at your pace, but here you have to. You're like forced to do your work, and yeah, that's one thing I dislike.
English. That would be the first one. And after that, I don't know. I think teachers here are less strict. So because they're less strict, I didn't feel like I had to study as much. So I was like, I was just not doing much. But yeah, that's also difficulties, I guess. The language and adapting.
As you told before, like the teacher tell the student to be quiet and to follow the rules and the curriculum. So we have to be like an army. And but in America, in my opinion, the students are very free and people do what they want to do. So I feel kind of jealous and oh, they are so cool or something like that. And yeah, it's a teacher about.
So the interactions with the teachers are somewhat different. For example, the teachers don't want you to call them by their family name. You call them by their first name, and you could even end up drinking tea with them after class. So I don't think you have that here. And yeah, I think that's the biggest difference.
In Mexico, teachers are, yeah, they really play a personal role, like they would be here. It's more like they're your teachers. That's it. They're not your nanny. They don't take care of you. So I think that's more of the perception here. It's like your second parent in a way. Not here, not in Mexico. It's just your teacher. That's it. That's their job, and you're done after that. You're going home.
School in the United States.
Like lots of homework and assignment. In Japan, there is no homework and assignment, and we have only one exam or one paper in the end of the semester. So I'm so busy now, and like I'm very struggling with homework and assignment.
Most surprising thing. Well, I'm very surprised by the guys with the posters saying Jesus loves you and you'll go to hell if you don't follow him. We don't have that in England. It's kind of interesting. Otherwise, well, I like the student life here. It's very different from student life in England. But there is a couple of things I really miss. I'm from a very liberal university, and there's like protests every day, and here everything is more laid back.
Surprising part. Surprised me that people here are less strict, like professors. So I don't know. Over there, it's like there's always something to follow, and professors always like are after you. And here it's less strict. Like you're more responsible for your own being, I guess. So they might make you feel responsible here. You know what you're doing, and that's it. If you don't want to pass your class, it's your problem. But over there, it's more like strict, and I don't know. It's always been like that. That's a big difference.
So I think to be more active and don't be shy for Japanese, like especially me. I feel very nervous, so yeah. But in America, in my opinion, the students are very free and people do what they want to do. So I feel kind of jealous and oh, they are so cool or something like that.
Wow, that's a good question. I'm not really sure. I mean, I think this university is very welcoming. There is a lot of programs to integrate international students. You have a lot of like activities. So I think ASU is doing a pretty good job in integrating international students.
Okay, I think ASU does a very good job actually with adapting because of Global Devils. They get you like partners like to help you with like school here or adapting to life here. So good job on ASU.
When we greet someone, we all have words we say. Words that mean hello, or how are you today? Salam shalom, guten tag, buenos dias, konnichiwa, namaste, ni hao.